So what is going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 9 of our Stoke City career mode on the PS4, and we're going to be kicking off this game at White Hart Lane up against my beloved Tottenham Hotspur. So in real life, Tottenham aren't doing too well, but hopefully in the game they can do better, or really, in actual fact, I want to beat them. Also, because even though they're in my home team, even it's only on the game, I want to beat them. Obviously, I want them to do well in real life because they are my team. But in this game, I would love to go out and beat them, and that is pretty much, or we give it our best shot at trying to go out and beat them. But it would be that was my objective, basically going out. And one of my favourite players at Tottenham is actually Vertonghen. So Vertonghen is a very, very good player. But running down the wing, Asadi puts a lovely ball in the box, but unfortunately, it does get deflected out for a corner. This is very early in the game, so we were doing very well to attack so early on the game. It was a good ball put in the box from Arnautovic, and it was a pretty good save from Lloris there to deny us from getting the first goal, and Arnautovic nearly picks up the goal. But we do get a good chance here. Some poor control from Vertonghen. Asadi capitalises, plays it to Ireland. Ireland to Batshuayi. Batshuayi back to Asadi, and Asadi is now through up against Hugo Lloris, and Asadi manages to slot it underneath the unrushing Hugo Lloris, and we are now 1-0 up at White Hart Lane. And what an important result this could prove to be if we could go ahead and beat Tottenham at White Hart Lane, especially because Tottenham so far in the league are doing extremely well and they are right at the top. So if we can beat them, we're going to be beating one of the rivals for 4th spot if we can get that. But I'm not sure whether we can start to try and contend for 4th spot, because I think that's a little bit out of our reach now. But I think we should definitely try and do well in the FA Cup. But straight after we actually score, they go and give the ball away. It was actually Chadley that picks up the ball, plays the ball over to Adebayor. Adebayor is through. He does then hit the post. So they didn't actually give the ball away, sorry. They actually come through and hit the post through Adebayor. In theory, Adebayor should have scored that, but thankfully he didn't. And just before half-time, we do very well to win the header. Batshuayi knocks it onto Asadi. Asadi's running down the wing. He can see that Walker's going to catch him, so he cuts back inside on his favourite right foot and rifles a shot into the bottom corner, leaving Hugo Lloris standing, and we were now 2-0 up at White Hart Lane. And actually that Asadi is telling the boys what to do and giving them their lesson of what they need to do to try and score goals as good as Asadi. He hasn't been playing so well this season, but he has been a crucial player for us. But hopefully, he's not the best player in the world, so I'm not going to try and go ahead and try and sign him from Liverpool. I'll let him go back, and hopefully we can bring in a better player for next season. And that was actually how the game finished. Actually, that Asoma Asadi does get a man of the match rating with an 8.8 and man of the match. Very, very pleased for him there, and very pleased that he managed to get the results for us. But we are now into transfer period, and actually there our youth player wants out unless we offer him a contract. So I went in and offered him a contract. His name is Kevin Edwards, and we're only going to offer him $500 a year, and he's going to be a future first team player. He's 83 to 93 potential, but he's not too good at the moment, which is a little bit disappointing, to be honest. As you see there, he is between 54 and 58, so he's not the best. But we have to sign him, otherwise he's going to go, and I thought we might as well sign him as he's another player on the squad. And it'd be good if we could get him in and hopefully loan him out. But we do get a first offer of this season, and it is for Asmir Begovic. Asmir Begovic, we decided that we didn't want to let him go, so 6.9 million from Norwich if they want to let him go. But I'm surprised they're asking for Asmir Begovic when they have actually got John Ruddy in goal, who's a very, very good goalkeeper. But before we could see if Norwich were going to respond with a counter offer, we had a difficult game up against Everton, and Everton are 1 point behind us in the league. So if we wanted to leapfrog Everton, or if we don't want Everton to leapfrog us, I should say, we've got to win this or at least draw it, and we cannot lose. As you see that Everton are straight behind us, 1 point behind. I could not believe how close this game was, and it is going to turn out to be crucial. So Ryan Shawcross leading the side out at the Britannia Stadium up against our home crowd to see if we could pull off a good win here, which would be a very, very good win if we could. But Stephen Allen comes through 1-on-1 in the early stages, but unfortunately tries to chip the goalkeeper, and it does not work very well. And I believe it is it's not Tim Howard in goal, it's the Akinfeev, I believe it's in goal. But Everton is through, Everton is 1-on-1, but unfortunately Everton's shot is a very good shot, but unfortunately it does creep just past the post, otherwise we would be 1-0 up. Yeah, it is Akinfeev in goal. For some reason, Everton always seem to sign Akinfeev as their goalkeeper. I'm not really sure why, but I think he's a very good goalkeeper, and he's obviously a lot better than Tim Howard. But they do have a good chance here. Late picks up the ball to go down the wing, but fortunately for us, Enzodzi does rob it, and we puts a lovely ball in the box, comes to John Guidetti, and John Guidetti tries to hit it first time. I think, in fact, he should have tried to take a touch and slotted it past goalkeeper, but he tried the very difficult over-the-shoulder shot, but it was extremely close there, just over the bar. But as you see there, Osman does come on for Gibson in the middle of the park for them, but we do have the chance to win it for us here. Fabian Schär is running down the wing. For some reason, Fabian Schär is running down the wing, but he puts a ball in the box and it does get blocked and goes out for a corner. And here, from the resulting corner, Ryan Shawcross gets his head on it, and does it go in or does it not go in? Of course it goes in. Whenever Ryan Shawcross gets his head on it and it goes towards goal, it is always going to end up in the back of the net, unless unless Akinfeev could pull off an amazing save. He couldn't, and we end up going 1-0 up, and we are extremely ecstatic that we managed to go 1-0 up, as that means we would now be 4 points in front of Everton, and we would increase the gap. In the last minute of the game, Morales does put a ball in the box. It comes to Lassina Traore, the massive monster, has a very good shot, but Asmir Begovic with a wonderful save low down to his right hand side to deny Lassina Traore from getting a goal up against Stoke. But thankfully, the ball does get cleared here. Lassina Traore does go up again. It does get cleared off the line, and the ball comes back in, but Cameron manages to pick up the ball, but he manages to win it back again. It was really stoppy. I was really getting nervous. I thought they're going to score unless we could rob it. I thought getting really nervous. They're getting right in the edge of the penalty box, and now could they perform it? No, we managed to get the ball. Jonathan Walters here plays the ball into the middle of the park. Comes Charlie Adam. Charlie Adam just tries to boot the ball upfield, but before he does that, the final whistle goes, and we end up winning 1-0. So we're now 4 points in front of Everton, and it proves that we now could be the team to beat in the Barclays Premier League, because even though we're not first, but we are a team that people respect us now. Especially at the start of the season, they didn't respect us. They thought we were going to be struggling for relegation, but we didn't. We've now got a Charlie Adam transfer offer, and for 2 million we decided to counter it from Newcastle, as he's a good player, but he's not first team player. So if we want 2.5 million, they can go and match it for 2.5 million. And actually their contract offer was then accepted for Kevin Edwards, so he is a new player that has come into the squad. And actually here we do come with loads and loads of transfer offers now. We do have another transfer offer, Asmir Begovic. We're getting transfer offers left, right and centre for Asmir Begovic. We get one from Swansea, and we decide to counter it for 7.5 million, because I've decided that I really don't want to sell Asmir Begovic, and if I am going to sell him, they're going to have to pay double his valuation. So if they want him, they're going to pay double his valuation, which is 7.5 million or 8 million in some cases. If I think a club has got a lot of money and I believe that they could match it, I will offer more. But we do get a transfer offer from Glenn Whelan to go to Sunderland. We decided to up it to 3 million, which is double his valuation, but I didn't think Sunderland were going to match that. Actually, then Norwich come back and say, sorry, Asmir Begovic, we're not going to sign you because you're too expensive. Newcastle do come back and decide that they still want Charlie Adam, but they only want to pay up to 2 million. And I said, no, you're going to have to pay at least $500,000 more, otherwise you're not going to have him. But Asmir Begovic, once again, gets a bid from Swansea, and a 7.5 million we decide to counter. And it was pretty much like that. It was like I didn't know what to do. I was in and out, especially with Asmir Begovic, and clubs didn't want to pay too much, but they wanted him still, and they were still deciding that they really wanted him. Actually, Ryan Shotton does actually come to us and say he wants a wage increase, but I don't want Ryan Shotton in the squad. I don't think he's going to be there for next season. I want to sell him on because I never play him. I don't think he's even played a match for me, and I don't believe that he is very good. So we do have a very difficult game up against Liverpool, the other side of Merseyside, and the little bit here, we do have to change up the squad a little bit, but thankfully the squad that we are putting out is one of our strongest squads. As I was saying, we weren't playing Ryan Shotton, but because Eric Peters is injured, we do have to play Ryan Shotton, so we're just going to have to see if he performs. If he does perform, that'd be good. If he doesn't, he's going. But he hasn't. It's the first game he's played for me, and I'm not sure that he is capable to step up to the plate and perform first team football, especially with the amount of good form we are in at the moment. So the SAS we are going to be going up against, and I'm not looking forward to this because I know how strong and good they are. Jose Enrique runs down the wing, plays a good ball through to Luis Alberto. Luis Alberto actually does come through, and a wonderful save from Fraser Forster. First of all, I thought it was cleared off the line, but on the replays at half time, I did see that it was actually a brilliant save from Fraser Forster. But here, Steven Gerrard picks up the ball on the wing, plays it back to Johnson. Johnson here plays the ball to Coutinho. Coutinho this time plays the ball back to Iago Aspas, and Iago Aspas finds the back of the net. And within 7 minutes, our worst possible start, and we are now 1-0 down up against Liverpool. But I was actually surprised that neither Luis Suarez or Daniel Sturridge were actually playing. But then I later found out that I think Luis Suarez went to Real Madrid in the game. I'm not sure. And Sturridge might be at Arsenal, it rings a bell, but I'm not sure. But Batshuayi does get a good chance here to put us back on level terms. He takes on Sacco, but unfortunately his shot is straight at the legs of Mignolet, and we could not take advantage with that good effort that we had. But they do get a good chance here. Bernat, very, very sloppy, comes across and plays the ball straight to Coutinho. But once again, Fraser Forster digs us out the hole. But we do have a good chance here. Governed play ball over the top to Nautovic, and Nautovic cuts inside and unfortunately hits the post. And our luck just was not with us today. And we kept attacking. Bernat this time running down the wing. This time he puts a good ball in the box. It was going to go on the head, but unfortunately Mignolet gets, I don't know how he managed to punch it towards the own goal. But here Coutinho plays a good ball through over the top to Douglas Coutinho. A very, very sloppy header from us. And we were all over the place at the back. It comes to Yeshi, or I don't know who it is, but whoever it was, he managed just to find the back of the net, and we were now 2-0 down. So that win up against Everton still is a good win. It turns out an even better win because we're still going to be, or Everton are still going to be behind us, but I was a little bit disappointed that we couldn't get something from this game, and actually that's how the game finished. So our first defeat at home comes at the hands of Liverpool. So we lose at the Britannia Stadium for the first time in this series, which I'm a little bit disappointed about. But thank you for watching this video. If you did like it, and I hope to see you next time on whatever episode might be. Thank you. Bye bye.